Hello, my name's Russ Simon, and I'm a health and wellness coach on Skool, a learning platform where I host the community Stronger Over 40, helping men 40 and older reclaim their strength, stamina, energy, clarity, and confidence. And if that sounds like something that you could use more of in your life and feel more alive, well, then you're in the right place. Stick around. Today we are on day 11 of 49 days of free content and free access in membership until December 1st, 2025. So let me introduce you a little bit to the community first, and then we'll jump into today. So Skool is an online learning community, much like others that you may have heard of, like Kajabi and others. But this one has a community aspect that's built into it, and I'll speak to that today. And we've got a couple of new members since yesterday. And let's see, those members are, at least one. We got Dennis who joined us since yesterday, and Dennis has already posted in. In fact, Dennis already texted me to tell me some things he's done today, where things are already getting better for him. So Skool is a learning platform, and this is where my community's hosting and or hosted. And you can find the link either in the YouTube description if that's where you're watching this, the bio if it's in social media, or on the post if it's on social media. I'll make sure to put the direct access link to get you free membership. So I'm 49 years old. I just turned 49 this month, this week actually. So I thought I'm going to do 49 days of free content, 49 days of free membership to help people get in and help them launch. And in fact, that is where we're headed today. But before we do, I want to encourage you to go back, watch day number 10, the 2-minute rule. See what you missed out on there because the 2-minute rule, as derived from James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, boom, makes it easy.
That was easy.
Don't know if you heard that, but that was easy button. James Clear is going to help us figure out how to do that using and implementing that 2-minute rule. So hop on in and check it out. Today for day 11, we've got the fly and the rocket. So what can we learn from that? We're going to pivot on over this way. And I like to show you around my studio here and how I do what I do because it is a community. So I like the 3 C's. You got a community to help you, you've got content to help you, and you've got me as a coach to help you. So we got the 3 C's of success to really help you out there. And as we jump in today, I want to read a story to you. Actually, maybe we'll pivot back here for just a second. Can you tell what this is a picture of right here? Let's see. Yeah, it's a little hard to tell. But that is a fly beating itself up against a window. And you've probably seen this many, many times throughout every single year of your life. You see these flies, they're just bound and determined to get outside. They know where they want to go, but they're stuck in the status quo and they are just beating up against that window. And no matter how hard they try, we know what the outcome is, unfortunately. In fact, I've got it from a book called U Squared by Price Pritchett. I want to read you a true story, something that he experienced as he was actually writing a training manual. And he was sitting in his hotel room, and here's what he noticed. He says, I'm sitting in a quiet hotel room in the Millcroft Inn, a peaceful little place hidden behind the pine trees about an hour out of Toronto. It's just past noon, late July, and I'm listening to the desperate sounds of a life or death struggle going on a few feet away. Man, I shouldn't have given that away. It could have been a good cliffhanger there. There's a small fly burning out the last of its short life's energies in a futile attempt to fly through the glass of a window pane. The whining wings tell a poignant story of the fly strategy. Try harder. Try harder. How many times have you been stuck in that one? Try harder. But it's not working. The frenzied effort offers no hope for survival. Ironically, the struggle is a part of the trap. The struggle is a part of the trap. It is impossible for the fly to try hard enough to succeed at breaking through the glass. Nevertheless, this little insect has staked its life on reaching its goal through the raw effort and determination. This fly is doomed to die. It will die there on the windowsill. Across the room, 10 steps away, the door is open. 10 seconds of flying time, and this small creature could reach the outside world it seeks. With only a fraction of the effort now being wasted, it could be free from the self imposed trap. The breakthrough possibility is there. It would be so easy. Why doesn't the fly just try another approach, something dramatically different? How did it go? How did it get so locked in on the idea that this particular route and determined effort offers the most promise for success? What logic is there in continuing until death to seek a breakthrough with more of the same? No doubt this approach makes sense to the fly. Regrettably, it's an idea that will kill. So that applies to so many different aspects of life. But the one that I want to focus on is why this community is set up. One of the reasons, let's come back over here. One of the reasons this community is set up is to help you get direction, right? If you are in the status quo, right? Things are there. If you are just trying to do the same thing, if you're just living the same life over and over, it's like Groundhog's Day. The reason you're getting the results that you're getting is because of the life that you're living right now. So I've created some videos already in this short series, one on identity you'll want to check out. And that identity will help with this. You know, how many times, in fact, when it just comes to your health and wellness, I want you to think about how are you the fly right now? In what way are you trying to go the same direction? You're just pounding yourself and nothing is happening, like no improvements. And it might be because we're actually not doing much. We might just be sitting by the window, hoping that the window opens up and we're able to make some progress. But that window is not going to open, my friend. When it comes to your health and wellness, you have to claim it. You have to own it. So that's my call to you today. And again, that's why I've set this up to help you. So the call is for you to change direction and make a decision. Because remember, when you make a decision, the universe conspires on your behalf to help you with that decision. And I'm part of that conspiracy to help you out. And it's a free conspiracy right now, which is really cool. So think about that fly. And out of all the aspects of your life that it could apply, how does it apply to your health and wellness right now? And how could changing the direction and doing something new and different make all the difference for you? Okay, so that's one. The status quo is going to get you the status quo. And in the end, it will kill you. If your health and wellness is not dialed in, it will lead to your death. Yeah, we're all going to die. And we don't know how, but your odds are better of not dying of natural causes earlier if you take control and claim your health and wellness. All right, the next one is just as it takes very little energy to make the decision, well, where it takes a lot of energy is once the decision's been made. And yes, the universe will conspire on your behalf. And yes, I am part of that conspiracy and I'm here to help. However, I want to move from a fly to a rocket ship now, right? Because now you've got to break not just a new direction, but you need to break the gravitational pull. And if you're familiar with researcher Daniel Kahneman, he's done some research on the difference between gains and losses. And here's what he finds is that when it comes to people, we fear loss two times. We fear loss two times as much as we value gain. So when you think about that, whatever we're going to leave behind, whatever that loss is, or the thing that we're giving up, we value that thing two times more than the gain that we're looking forward to. Again, reason to go back to my other video on identity. But here's the thing that I want you to think about. If it's two times the gravitational pull, then that means that that's the extra energy and effort that you need, and that's the massive action that you have to take to actually launch. So yes, I changed direction. I know where I'm going to go. Now you got to launch that way. But the gravitational pull of that window or of the status quo is two times greater than where you're headed, simply because psychologically, the loss of the status quo is two times greater than the gain that you're looking towards on this one. And so this is where a community like this comes in really helpful and to have a coach. Because not only does it take massive action, like I love this picture over here. Let's just pivot here for just a sec. This picture of a launch, right? It's just massive energy, massive action that's happening here. So moving from potential to kinetic to like get that thing off the ground and break the gravitational pull. We know that takes a lot of energy. And yet, think about here's the reality. This was really interesting for me to find out. Let's pivot back over here. It takes 30 times the energy for that. Oh, sorry, got a new thing open up here. It takes 30 times the energy for a rocket, that one that we just looked at, to hit orbital velocity than it did even to get off the ground. So as much energy as it takes to get off the ground and as much is expended there, it's going to take 30 times more to hit the orbital velocity that it needs to do what it needs to do. And that's again where a community like this and where a coach like myself is able to help you out because we together create that 30 times energy. It's that synergism, right? Synergistic energy that comes together where the sum of the whole or the energy, the I can't even say it right. You know what synergy is. Synergy is that we are going to get more than the sum of the whole, right? And that's exactly what I want to invite you to do. If you are ready to make a change, if you're ready to change your direction and start taking action, great. Here's the reality: change direction, the universe will conspire against you. I'm part of the conspiracy. This community is part of the conspiracy because what you're going to have to do now is you are going to have to expend extra energy, extra action. You're going to have to take massive action to break the gravitational pull of where you're at because just naturally it is 2 times greater than where you're headed. And then to get there as you go, like, so we're going to launch, and we're here as a community and me as a coach to help you launch to get that extra oomph, but then to keep going. If you want the longevity that comes, and really the longevity of a life, but not just the longevity of a life, but the lifestyle that comes with it, to feel healthy, to feel fit, to feel well as you go throughout your day. That is very difficult to get there on your own and to sustain on your own. So I'm here to help you. The community is here to help you. And your call to action today is to come and join this community. And if you haven't yet watched any of the other videos, I want to invite you to go ahead and do that. In fact, let's just come on out here um, because it's all waiting for you right here for free until December 1st. And that is my call to action. And remember, school is always more fun with your friends. So bring a friend and do your friend a favor while it's free. Help them out and help them be a part of your launch and help them be a part of their launch. Let's get 2 times to get off the ground, and then let's get 30 times in the community together to get going and hit velocity so that we've got that momentum and we can turn a launch into a lifestyle. That's what we really want to do. Now, I'll pause on that call to action to just say, think about every aspect of your life right now. Where are you running into the trap of the fly and just beating your head over and over and over? And you just need to make the decision to change direction. And when you do, are you ready to take the action necessary to break the 2 time gravitational pull of what you've got in the status quo to go towards something new? And then are you ready to put in the massive action to really make that happen and sustainable? Again, I've got videos, the first 10 videos on this one to help you do that. And we've got like 30 more to go. Well, not quite, but almost 30 more to go to do that. And then this entire community, and I'm here to help. So if you haven't made up your mind to jump in yet, I hope that last call to action will. Remember, school's more fun with friends. Come and join us, bring a friend, and let's get going. I'll see you next time for video number 12. Bye bye, my friends.